everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's round out the day here with a quick analysis on Solana just before the trading day candle closes. So what we're going to look at here with Solana is pretty straightforward. Mostly the correlation between Bitcoin and Solana. We're going to look at some backend data here too, get that pulled up, and quickly congratulate some of our traders here on some nice little profits here from our community here. Take a look, 28% of a short and a good, 30% or 29% from Bitcoin as well. So in hindsight, while I wish we had shorted from the 157, 158 range, my alert never triggered. So hey, this is par for the course, folks. You're gonna have this happen a lot. So just get used to it. It's okay if you miss some opportunities. There's plenty of other ones, honestly. We're currently in profit with two really nice long positions with Ethereum and Near Protocol, just to give you perspective there. But I'm not taking along with Solana, and I'll explain why here, because mainly the back-end data, everything that we see on Solana right now does not look forgiving for any further upside. You compare the chart right now with Bitcoin to Solana, and it's on the significant struggle bus. While it is double bottoming, and there's a good chance we could see a relief rally, it's still not really worth taking a trade. And what I mean by that, if we take a look here at liquidation, there's a chunky amount of liquidation here between 140 and 141. Okay. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but if you zoom out, you look, there's 1 billion there, half a billion there, half a billion there. So, I mean, there's probably about maybe somewhere in the range of about $3 billion minimum at the 139 to 141 range. Again, that's really close to the price action. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, we got a little bit of liquidation here above 151. That is also moderately close, but it makes more sense for the price to come down a little lower. But we also got to recognize too, the amount of liquidation there at the 139 to 141 range is also going to give us some support, and the double bottom is still likely because of that, right? So try not to get too focused or hyper-focused on liquidation levels getting swept. They don't always get swept. But I just think there's a distinct probability at this point, especially with Bitcoin looking kind of bearish. Okay, Bitcoin does not have a lot of bullish qualities right now, really hardly any. I just reviewed it. Take a look, you'll see, and maybe give me your 2 cents on it. But I want to just kind of preface here: if you were feeling offended by me saying that Solana is probably going to drop in price, you A, shouldn't be trading cryptocurrency, and B, you probably are watching the wrong guy, right? If you want some moon boys or somebody else that's going to tell you what you want to hear, then I would say go look elsewhere. But I'm always going to shoot you straight and make sure we keep it as legit as possible. And we look at the moving averages here, we're below all four. Bitcoin's the same thing right now. Really not a lot of confirming factors until we get over, just say 63,000 for Bitcoin. Or in this case, we want at least, and that's where the X marks the spot, a 155 or higher. It's that local point of control. We can see there's a lot of volume at that level. Okay, and that provides a resistance for the moment, concurrent usually in most cases with the 50-day SMA. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Everything else is bearish. You can just take my word for it. There's nothing here telling us that we are back on track. Okay, nothing good to go there. So 4-hour time frame, what's going on here? Well, we're below all four moving averages here. Like even Bitcoin has a moving average below it, where Solana doesn't. So you got to recognize Solana is pretty much on the struggle bus right now. It's not a great situation. 9 times out of 10, Solana, anytime I say it's going to go lower, or more so when I talk about everything being fully bearish, it has a tendency of pumping. So you got to keep in mind this coin has some very unique qualities that are typically not consistent with other coins. But if you compare, again, this chart with Bitcoin's chart, you can see the last 24 hours has been a much bigger struggle for Solana than Bitcoin, or just compared to the rest of the market. There's a reason why we have a long position open with Ethereum. Well, there's a reason why we have a long position open with Near Protocol. It's not Solana, that's why. Okay, you just got to keep that in mind. All that being said, 4-hour time frame is still very bullish. Sorry, misspoke. Still very bearish. We can see we're under 50 on the RSI. The only way to get this to be bullish is to break that level, break through some of those resistance ranges, and at the very least, get above this descending trend line. Okay, you don't try to trade along into an ascending trend line. When Bitcoin is moderately bearish, you don't try to take crazy long positions in the market. While Bitcoin dominance is decreasing and most altcoins are surging for the most part, we can see Solana is still taking its sweet time. All right. So to me personally, it's not really worth taking that risk just because I love this coin, right? I'm saying that sarcastically because a lot of people will comment as to how upset they are that I tell them their coin's going to go down in value as if they own, the dang thing, or they worked on the blockchain or whatever. All I'm getting at is you don't be emotionally invested in a coin no matter how you look at it, and you're going to trade a lot better. Okay. So as we can see here, Solana is responding well to Bitcoin increasing. This is a very normal, natural thing. Just try to remember and recognize that Solana sold off a lot harder when Bitcoin pulled back, all right? If that is the case and that stays consistent, we will see Solana pull back as well. Let's take a quick look at the Ichimoku cloud and confirm. This also kind of reaffirms this descending trend. Another reason why being above the cloud at the very least is going to be very helpful, right? So if you insist on taking a trade, wait for 150 or 151 to be broken, okay? That would give you a little bit of confirmation, not full-on confirmation. We'd still be below a lot of moving averages, but the lagging span, conversion line, and baseline, all these things would be in better shape at that point. Right now, there's really nothing telling us it's worth taking a long position, okay? Again, minus this current Bitcoin surge, there's not a lot going on right there. So that's kind of where we're at there in the overall sense. Again, if you want to jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, let us know. Look at that. We just took profit here 1 minute ago on Ethereum, good 25% in 6 hours. There you go. That's what happens when you invest in coins that are ready to take off, not those that are kind of shaky, right? And again, no offense to Solana, but it's not really looking that great right now. So that's kind of the overall sense here. We'll see. I'm sure this will be much different in the morning, but we'll take a look at that point. And again, look objectively at this scenario and see where we're at there. So let me know. Comment below what your thoughts are. Love to hear it. Hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll see you next one. Take care.